Are you someone who wants to achieve big things, but you feel tired even before starting? You have ambition, but your motivation disappears the moment you need to take action. Today, I'll share with you a samurai method that can turn even the laziest person into a disciplined warrior. This is the Kaizen Method, tiny improvements that create massive results. Let's begin. Many people are ambitious. They want success, growth, money, freedom. But they're trapped by laziness, fear, and overthinking. We try to change everything overnight. We tell ourselves things like, from today I'll study for 5 hours, or I'll hit the gym for 2 hours every day, or I'll wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning. But here's the truth. Your brain rejects huge pressure, so it fights back with excuses. You hear that little voice saying, I'll start tomorrow, or later, or just someday. And this is how our biggest dreams get delayed, sometimes forever. The samurai masters followed one simple rule: break every difficult task into the smallest possible piece. This is the Kaizen philosophy. It's all about small improvements, small actions, and small changes. But these tiny steps create huge results over time. Miyamoto Musashi, Japan's greatest samurai, undefeated in more than 60 duels, said something powerful. Begin with what you cannot do by reducing it to what you can do. This is the perfect method for people who struggle with laziness because it works with your brain, not against it. So how does Kaizen actually work? It's simple. Kaizen teaches that big goals are just a series of small steps. Small steps create less resistance in your mind. And less resistance makes it much easier to start. Let me give you some examples. Feeling too lazy to go to the gym? Just do 2 minutes of warm-up at home. Can't bring yourself to study for an hour? Just read one single page. Does meditation feel hard? Just do 1 minute of deep breathing. Want to improve a skill? Practice for only 60 seconds a day. These small actions send your brain a clear message. This is easy. I can do this. And slowly, you build momentum, and those difficult tasks start turning into effortless habits. So, why do these small habits change your life so dramatically? If you improve just 1% every day, you become 37 times better in 1 year. Kaizen gives you 3 incredible gifts. First, consistency. Because the actions are so small, you can do them every day without fail. Second, low pressure. This means you're far less likely to quit. And third, an identity shift. You start believing that you are a disciplined person. The samurai understood this perfectly. Discipline is not created by force. It is created by repetition. Small, repeated actions shape a powerful new identity for yourself. You can start using Kaizen today. It's incredibly easy. Step 1. Write down your big goal. It could be about fitness, your studies, learning a new skill, or even starting a business, anything. Step 2. Break that big goal into tiny 30 to 60-second tasks. This could be a 1-minute walk, reading 1 page of a book, a 30-second stretch, 1 minute of focused breathing, writing just 3 lines, or learning 1 small new technique. Step 3. Improve by just 1% every single day. Don't aim for perfection, just aim for progress. Start small and stay consistent. Let's use a real-life example. Let's say you want to learn video editing. If you try to study for 2 hours on day 1, your brain will probably shut down from the overwhelm. But with Kaizen, it looks like this. On day 1, just open the software for 2 minutes. That's it. On day 2, learn how to cut a clip. On day 3, try trimming a clip. Day 4, learn about transitions. By day 10, you might be trying color correction. Within 30 days, you don't just start. You actually become good at it. This works even for the laziest people because the steps are just too small to skip. You're ambitious. You have dreams. But you struggle to start. Remember this. Samurai warriors didn't rise to greatness through giant leaps. They rose through tiny steps taken every single day. Start your first tiny step today, maybe just for 1 minute. Because that 1 minute can change your habit, your routine, and ultimately, your entire life. Kaizen works. Small steps lead to a big... Most people think laziness is a character flaw. But science tells a different story. Laziness is often just a response to feeling overwhelmed. When a task seems too big, your brain tries to protect you by avoiding it. It's like a warning signal saying, "This is too much." Don't even start. Even the legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi understood this aspect of human nature. He mastered the art of breaking huge challenges into tiny, manageable actions because he knew that one small action can shatter mental resistance. So, if you're feeling lazy, remember this. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to find a smaller starting point. The samurai believed that mastery begins with what they called the 3 strokes. This isn't about 3 victories or 3 years of training. It's about 3 simple, repeatable actions you commit to every single day. For Musashi, this might have been 1 sword cut, 1 footstep, and 1 focused breath, repeated thousands of times. These 3 micro-actions were the bedrock of his legendary skill. For you, your 3 strokes could be as simple as 1 push-up, reading 1 page of a book, or spending 1 minute planning your day. You don't need to conquer the world today. You just need to complete your 3 strokes. Because consistency builds strength. Strength builds a new identity. And that identity builds your destiny. And this is where the real transformation happens. This method, known as Kaizen, doesn't just change your habits, it reshapes your identity. You might start out thinking, "I'm lazy." But as you start taking these small steps day after day, your inner monologue begins to shift. It becomes, "I am someone who shows up." Then, "I am someone who improves every day." And finally, "I am becoming disciplined." Once your identity changes, the battle with motivation fades away. You simply act because that's who you are now. The samurai had a term for this state of mind, Kaizen no kokoro, the heart of continuous improvement. Of course, you won't be perfect every single day. The samurai weren't either. But Kaizen has a simple rule for this: never miss twice. If you skip your practice today, make sure you don't skip it tomorrow. If you fail this morning, restart this evening. Your power doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from your ability to return to the path again and again. Even 30 seconds of progress is a win. Samurai trained under a principle that translates to a lifetime of discipline. They lived by the belief that if you improve just a little bit every day, your strength at age 70 will be greater than it was at 20. Think about that for a moment. Most people peak and then decline because they stop pushing themselves to improve. But those who embrace Kaizen continue to rise, sharpen their skills, and evolve throughout their lives. This is the path to lifelong mastery. Momentum is the silent weapon of the Kaizen method. Here's how it works. On day 1, you do something for just 1 minute. By day 5, maybe it's 3 minutes. By day 10, 5 minutes feels easy. After 20 days, you might find yourself doing 10 minutes without any stress. And by day 100, you've become someone that others look at with admiration. Small efforts create momentum. Momentum builds discipline. And discipline creates incredible success. The samurai rarely relied on fleeting motivation. They built and relied on unstoppable momentum. If you build it, your life will never be the same. Here are 7 ultra-simple Kaizen practices you can start today. First, the 1-minute rule. Do anything you've been avoiding for just 1 minute. Second, one small improvement. Fix one tiny thing in your environment each day. Third, micro-learning. Learn one new idea or skill daily. Fourth, one-step progress. Move your biggest goal forward by just 1%. Fifth, tiny planning. Take 30 seconds each night to plan for tomorrow. Sixth, the small wins journal. Write down one small thing you accomplished. And seventh, the slow and steady workout. Do 30 seconds of stretching or just one push-up. These tiny wins accumulate into massive transformation. There's an old samurai story that perfectly illustrates this idea. A young, eager warrior went to his master and said, "I want to become the greatest swordsman in the land. How long will it take?" The master calmly replied, 10 years. Impatient, the student declared, "But I will train twice as hard as anyone else." The master smiled and said, "In that case, it will take you 20 years. Why? Because trying to force progress only leads to burnout. But small, steady, consistent progress is what builds lifelong mastery. This is the essence of Kaizen. This is how legends are made. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need superhuman discipline or endless motivation. All you need to do is begin with one small step every single day. That is how the samurai became legends. And it's how ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. Your journey starts right now, not with a giant leap, but with one single tiny step. Kaizen can transform everything. Small steps lead to big transformations. Thanks for watching.